I had a dream last night about my dad. He was healthy. He was good. He was wearing a cut-off T-shirt and a ball cap, and my family was sitting around a table, and my dad came in and he said hi to everybody and came over and sat down beside me, and he asked me if I was still having trouble, and I started crying, and I said yeah, and he said hey, it's gonna take some time, man. He said, this is gonna take some time, son. So, and then I woke up. I'm standing in front of this tree that I noticed the other day. We had this storm. The other night, and it was a crazy storm, man. It was like the wind was rocking and rolling. But anyways, as you can see, some of these trees didn't quite survive, and I noticed that they had big branches falling down. This one in particular is crazy to me, because if you look at it, like this tree's still half up, but it's half down, It's like half this tree got ripped off. I don't know if you guys can see how big this is, but if I put my hand right here, you see how much of this tree got ripped off? It's insane. This damn tree is still... And here's the other part of it. It's a huge... And when you get close to it, it's like, how is this tree still standing? It looks like, it almost looks like it shouldn't even be standing. Like this other part should just fall right over. Like at any minute, it's just going to come falling over. I don't know. That's pretty crazy. I guess you could call that a fallen soldier. I don't know. What do you call that? When a tree's like it shouldn't even still be standing. Look at it. It shouldn't even still be standing. This thing should have already fallen down by now. How many of you guys are still out there trucking? You probably shouldn't even still be standing, but you should just keep on going. I've been there, man. I know what that is. Hey, you guys see these geese behind me? I wanted to show you guys about separation. I wanted to show you about differentiation. Now look, it's a lot like those geese over there, to be honest with you. Those geese, they're kind of like the customers, right? And the rest of the world all around them, including myself, we're like the marketers, right? Because those are park geese right there, man. And they don't even notice me standing over here, really. They don't even care. They see people walking around. They don't really care. Well, that's what it is to be a marketer, man. You're just sitting out there and nobody notices you. So what you got to do is you got to create differentiation for yourself. You got to create separation for yourself somehow. How do I create differentiation with these geese, right? Those are my customers. How do I get them to notice me? How do I get them to care? Let's see what happens. Let's see how long it takes for these park geese notice me. All right. Let's get a little closer to the park geese. Coming up on this riverbank, park geese still not even noticing me. Not even noticing me. What do I gotta do to get these park geese to notice me? What I gotta do to get these park geese to notice me? Let's see. Look at these park geese, man. They don't care. Oh, look, there they go. Now they notice me. Look at that. I had to get out here in the middle of the water. Now they're like, whoa, we're out of here, man. This dude's crazy. You see that, you guys? I had to get all the way in the water. How am I gonna get back up? Woo. Woo. Did it. I had to get all the way in the water for those park geese to notice me. Essentially, I had to do something they weren't expecting, right? I had to completely take them off guard. Those park geese, they're used to seeing people walk around here. They're used to seeing people even walk around on the riverbank. They're not used to me jumping in the water. As soon as I did that, they were like, screw this, we're out of here. This is weird. The point is, those geese didn't notice me until I jumped in the river. That's crazy. And that's a lot like your customers out there. They are hit with so many marketers and so many advertising messages that they're not noticing most of what you're doing. And they're certainly not going to notice you if you're just doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, right? You can follow Joe Blow's 20 steps to being a better marketer. You can follow Sarah Smith's 39 ways to get more sales. Whatever. It's not going to matter unless you can figure out a way to jump in the river. You know, you got to get their attention somehow. Everyone's voice is a little bit different. No matter how similar the voices might appear, no one has the exact same voice. It's the most unique instrument in the world. Well, it's not just your voice, it's your personality. It's everything. It's everything. No one's exactly the same as you. So if you can just be yourself, if you can just be a little bit closer to yourself, you know, and still recognize marketing principles, marketing tactics, you know, then you can do some real damage. But it's like, you know, how do I take like this common marketing principle and how do I make it like original? There's a bench over there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There used to be like this little playground right there, and it was like a little train, you know, it was like a little playground train. And I remember my grandma used to bring us out here and let us play on this little train, you know, and it was fun. We'd get like pizza, you know, and come out here and have a picnic and play on this little playground train set thing with sand all around it. It was cool, man. And we're talking about separation. How do you create separation? How do you create differentiation? It's amazing to me, man. It's like this bench has been here forever. Look how old this thing is. It's like it's been here forever, but I don't even remember this bench being here 20 years ago when I used to play on this playground. It's not even here anymore. It's like, what happened to the playground? I mean, where did the bench come from, you know? There's where the playground used to be. You can see the little tiny wall. Whatever. You can see like some little stairs right over there. Crazy. Like it was never even here or something. Now there's a bench here. And it's like the bench has been here forever, but I don't even remember this bench. It's weird. Whatever, man. But imagine for a second, okay? Just imagine for a minute. You got this, you know, this idea. You know, you decided you wanted to open up this lemonade stand, right? And the thing about it was, you did some reading and you figured out that like, hey man, the way to do these lemonade stands is you need to paint them brown and you need a green sign. And also, you need to put them on a corner. And that's like optimal for the perfect lemonade stand. And you know, you look around and you're like, every single corner there's a lemonade stand, right? Every single corner. And it's like every single lemonade stand is like brown with a green sign. So then, like, what happens is it kind of just seems like a big page full of X's, you know? You just kind of feel like, oh wow, man, look at all these damn X's on this page. I wish I could find a way to be like the O on the page, you know? I just want to be the O on the page. So when people are looking at a sea of X's, like, I can be the O that like stands out. And the thing about it is, you're thinking in your mind like, hey man, how do I make my lemonade stand different? So you start researching the science behind this green and brown phenomena, you know? I'm making this up, you guys, by the way. There's no true merit to the green or brown colors. You're not really going to do awesome if you start making all your stuff green and brown. I'm completely making that up. It's just an example. But anyways, so it's like, you figure out, right, that green and brown, like, they trigger some kind of emotional response in people that make them thirsty. Or maybe they trigger some kind of emotional response in thirsty people to make them think that, hey, the answer must lie within, you know. Green and brown just kind of affects people who are thirsty, right? You figure this out in your research. Oh, that's why everybody's got brown lemonade stands and green signs. And maybe some of them didn't even look that up, man. Maybe some of them people who got those lemonade stands, they just were told to do it that way. Hey, paint by numbers. Oh, you want to start a lemonade stand? Step 1, put up a booth. Step 2, paint it brown. Step 3, make a sign. Step 4, paint it green. They don't even know why they're doing it. They're just doing it. They're just following the numbers, right? So, you know, you take it a step further and you figure out why. Why are we doing this, man? Why are we painting this sign green, man? Why are we painting why are we painting the lemonade stand brown? Why are we doing this crap? Why are we putting it on the corner? So you figure that out about the colors, right? And then you figure out people are putting it on the corner because, you know, people are more statistically likely to stop at corners, which means you're more statistically, you know, likely to sell lemonade. So this is why everyone's doing it, right? But the problem is, now it's a sea of X's. It's a sea of X's, right? So it's not good enough anymore because everyone's doing the same thing. It's all green, it's all brown, it's all on the corner. So what you decide to do is, you know, you decide to switch it up and you're like, well, hey, you know what, man? What I'll do is I'll paint my lemonade stand green and I'll make my sign brown. Boom. And you flip it, right? Just something as simple as that, you know. And the funny thing about it is, that was simple, right? And what did you do, though? You changed yourself from everybody else, but you still respected the science of what worked. You see what I'm saying? You flipped it, man. You made yourself different, right? So, you know, in marketing, it might not always be that simple, but you want to look for ways to separate yourself, you know, look for ways to differentiate yourself, and yet still respect and acknowledge the things that work. The only way to do that is to figure out why things are working. You know, you see something working and you see a lot of people copying it, right? And then you want to go and you want to figure out, okay, why does that work? What is the reasoning behind that? Anyways, I'm just rambling. I'm just out here enjoying the day at the park. My feet are wet now, man. My feet are wet now. You see what I do for you guys, man? You see the sacrifices I make to teach you guys to jump? It's crazy. I just jumped in the river. My shoes are wet. My socks are wet. I don't know if that was the smartest idea I ever had, to be honest with you. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, this used to be a little tiny playground, and I can still feel the sand in the ground, you know. I think it's kind of a bummer sometimes that things change so much. I mean, it's like constantly changing. These old timers, man, what must it be like for them to be in this world, like looking around like, damn, I hate this place. Everything's different. Nothing's the way I remember it. Oh, wow, look at that. What is that, a beaver? I think it's a beaver over there, man. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but there was like a beaver over there. Definitely not jumping in right here, man. Not with that beaver running around. There's those geese. I'm not out doing much today, you guys. I just got done with a product launch. Just got done launching Offer Kings. It was cool, man. I didn't do a whole lot of, affiliate recruitment. It's not always about pushing the most units for me, I want to push a lot of units, but I want to do it in the right way. I don't want to trick a bunch of people on my sales page. I don't want to do that, man. The sales page needs to be the right thing. I don't want it to insinuate people are going to be able to do something that they're probably never going to be able to do. I don't want to do that, man. It's not something I want to do. Look at that, man. Words to live by. Words to live by, man. That's a thumbnail. Thumbnail. Words to live by, man. We copy what we see. If you're doing marketing and you want people to listen to you, you gotta be yourself in everything you do. You can't be yourself when you do the product and then be all funky and weird on the sales page. It doesn't work, man. No one's gonna figure out who you really are because they're gonna be turned off by the sales page. Like, oh, this dude's fake somehow. Somehow this dude's fake. I don't like what I see here, because you're gonna be stepping out of your lane when you do that sales copy. And then if you hire someone else to do the sales copy, they don't know you. So it's how can they do legitimate sales copy for you? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a catch-22, man. You got to have the same style and the same vibe on your sales copy that you do inside your product. To me, I think it's important to bring on a JV manager if you want to grow faster. I'm planning, before the end of this year, I'll be bringing on a JV manager because I don't like recruiting affiliates. I just don't like doing it. However, when I bring on a JV manager next time, it's going to be one of those things where, look, man, I'm the boss, all right? It is what it is, People can promote. They don't have to promote, whatever. I'm running this show. So I put the sales page that way for a reason. Everything's the way it is for a reason. You can stay, you can leave, whatever. And if my affiliate manager's like, oh, dude, we're going to lose affiliates because of that, it's okay, whatever, man. I don't really care. So, that's just the way it is. I think it's more important that you have a firm understanding that you're going to do things your way than to let people manipulate you into doing things their way and then you not being happy with how things go. A lot of people want to grow fast. A lot of people want to move in the fast track. I can appreciate that, man. But I'm going to do it my way, man. That's how I feel about it, Man, I don't really care what anybody thinks. I really don't. I just do not care, dude. I'm well beyond, man. The victory is doing it my way. That's the victory. I'm doing it my way. I walk away with my integrity intact. I walk away with a super low refund rate. I don't want a 5% refund rate. That's unacceptable to me. A lot of people consider that collateral damage. I don't consider it collateral damage. Why do I got 5% refund rate? That's stupid to me. If the sales page says something does something, and then inside the product it does something, I shouldn't have no 5% refund rate. Especially on people buying every single thing on my sales funnel. How are you going to buy every single thing on my sales funnel and the coaching and never contact me for the coaching? There's something weird about that, man. I don't know anybody who buys coaching. And look what, we're walking right by the outhouse when I say that. That's irony right there. That's irony, okay? That doesn't make any sense, man. That's fishy, dude. Something ain't right about that. So it's whatever, man. There's a lot of stuff that don't make sense about that stuff. So I think that you gotta be careful, man. I think it's good to grow your business as fast as possible, but you have to be able to maintain control of your business. You think about some people aren't ready to grow that fast. Some people aren't ready for that. People are always like, yeah, next level, yeah, next level. Maybe you ain't ready for the next level. My dad got sick. Cancer. Doctor saying, oh, a year if you don't take chemotherapy, 5 years if you do take chemotherapy. Really? Oh, really? You're gonna give my dad 5 years? You're God now? You're gonna decide my dad gets 5 more years if he does your chemotherapy? Yeah, right, man. Yeah, right. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. But anyways, yeah, man. I wasn't ready for that growth, you know? Thought I was before, but things happen in real life. Things happen in your product launch. You put all that stuff together and you're just like, man, I'm gonna do it my way, dude. Forget about this. So it was important for me to contract a little bit and figure out the way things needed to go. What's crazy is doing something you don't want to do for the rest of your life. That's what's crazy. But anyways, man, I'm just out here talking, you know, rambling. This is a day in the life of an internet marketer. 4. This is my 4th one of these day in the lives. This is let me have a seat here for a minute, man. You know, I'm just chilling. You know, it's a freaking what day is this? It's a freaking Wednesday. A lot of people will be at work right now. I'm not. Because, you know, I work from home on my computer. You know, put almost $2,000 in revenue on Offer Kings. Didn't get to keep all that. Got to keep some of it. Had to pay some affiliates, some of it. It was all good. That's my thoughts on it. So, you know, whatever. I'm about to get out of this park though. My feet are wet, soggy from jumping in that river, man. I blame you guys for it.